These days, people are incapable of communicating with their own independent thoughts. Instead, we have a raft of meaningless phrases.
It is what it is.
Everything is what it is. There's no getting around that. What you really mean is you don't know what to say next. You can't explain yourself, you can't be bothered to explain yourself, but you don't really want to stop talking. It's just padding. It's barely a step up from saying, when a man wants to sell a van and he puts in a description, it is what it is, what he really means is that he thinks he's covered absolutely every single eventuality by saying that single phrase, when in actual fact he said nothing whatsoever.
Thanks in advance.
Yes, I'll thank you now so I won't need to do later on. Which is kind of backwards, isn't it? Because it means that if you don't get the answer that you're after, you're still saying thank you for it. And if you do get the answer, you're not saying thank you for it.
At the end of the day.
It seems to be popular in the homegrown working man's club philosophy. Yeah, really deep thinker. No, son, if you want to bring the bacon home, at the end of the day, you've got to get up in the morning.
With all due respect.
You know this is going to be followed by something that isn't showing any respect whatsoever and is disagreeing with you. Very much in the category of all these phrases where they start off telling you what they're not doing and then go on to actually do it. I'm not being racist, but I don't mean to disagree, but what's the point of any phrase that starts off with one premise and then goes on to something that completely disagrees with what you just said?
Just saying.
Just said it. Why do you need to say you've just said something when you've just said it? If the most recent part of the conversation was what you've just said, then by saying just saying is no longer making that the most recent part.
Totes.
What started off as I totally agree with you turned into totally and then totes. Life is far too complicated to use proper words, never mind proper sentences, so the word totes is just perfect for a generation of people. Just another step in that direction and everyone will be talking like cavemen.
STL carpet.
Stop leaving toenails on the carpet.
Like totally.
I find it very difficult to imagine how something can be like totally, because totally is basically everything. I tell you what's like totally, all encompassing. Everything, absolutely. Like totally. Maybe what's meant by that is I almost agree with you.
Hey Jeff, my car's great, innit?
Whatever.